So once again, everybody, welcome to today's conference lesson. My name is Alistair. I am your teacher for the conference lesson today. And the theme of our conference lesson is how to use possessives. How to use possessives. Okay, well, let's get started and have a look at our first part, our agenda. So today we will have an introduction to possessives. We will then look at number 2, possessive nouns, followed by number 3, possessive adjectives, and finally number 4, possessive pronouns. Okay, so lots of possessive words today. So here is our introduction to possessives. So here is our introduction. I'm going to read it twice. Okay, you can listen and read the French translation too, if you wish. Possessives in English are used to show ownership or belonging. They indicate that something belongs to someone or something. Possessives in English are used to show ownership or belonging. They indicate that something belongs to someone or something. The importance of possessives. Understanding how to use possessives correctly is essential for clear and accurate communication. There are different forms of possessives, including possessive nouns, possessive pronouns, and possessive adjectives. Okay, let me read that one more time. Have a listen to the importance of these possessives. Understanding how to use possessives correctly is essential for clear and accurate communication. There are different forms of possessives, including possessive nouns, possessive pronouns, and possessive adjectives. So, let's check them out. We're going to start with possessive nouns. Possessive nouns. These are nouns that show ownership by adding an apostrophe and s, or just an apostrophe, for plural nouns ending in s. Examples: singular, Sarah's book, Daniel's party. Sarah's book, Daniel's party. And in the plural, the dog's toys, the brother's store, the dog's toys, the brother's store. Okay, let us continue. Add some more for possessive nouns. The rule is quite simple, since you can refer to objects, situations, or people. Take a look at these examples. This is Amelie's car. This is Mario's house. She is David's wife. He is Laura's brother. Let's go to Kevin's party. That is my teacher's car. Okay, so the rule is quite simple, since you can refer to objects, situations, or people. I'm going to repeat those examples one more time for you. This is Amelie's car. This is Mario's house. She is David's wife. He is Laura's brother. Let's go to Kevin's party. That is my teacher's car. Okay, possessive nouns using apostrophe s. Okay, so we have a chat exercise, guys. If you want to participate we have 5 sentences there, all in French, and we want to try and translate them into English in the chat and use the possessive noun in each sentence. So I'm going to read through these in French. I'm not the greatest at French pronunciation, but the first one, la fête de Julien, la voiture de Victor, elle est l'épouse de Steve, c'est la maison de Camille, c'est le téléphone portable de Tom. Okay, great. So Frederic, Margot, Raymond, all having a go in the text, in the chat there. Fantastic. So we've got Julian's party. Very good. Okay. Let's have a look. Someone's written Victor's car. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So she is Steve's wife. Very good. Fantastic. I wonder if one or two of you could try the last two. C'est la maison de Camille. C'est le téléphone portable de Tom. Let's see. So we've got, this is Camille's house. Okay. She is Steve's wife again. Okay, guys, you're doing really well. This is exactly how we use the possessive noun with that apostrophe S. So this is Tom's phone as well. Tom's phone. Absolutely. Okay, so let's have a look at those translations now. Okay, so well done to all of you who took part. We have correctly changed those into English. Julian's party, Victor's car, she is Steve's wife, this is Camille's house, this is Tom's cell phone. Okay, so for each of these it's singular, so we have the apostrophe S to convert these nouns into possessive nouns. Okay. Now, one of the most common things we hear with French students is when people talk about birthdays. For example, the birthday of Julian, or the birthday of my husband. And of course, we can say this in English, but it's very formal and it's a lot more natural to use the possessive noun, Julian's birthday, for example. Or my wife's birthday, my son's birthday. Okay, so common ways to use the possessive noun with the apostrophe S. Okay, well, let's keep going. As our friend has said, let's go. The next part of the lesson is for possessive adjectives. Okay, let's have a look at these. Possessive adjectives. So in French, the form of the possessive adjective changes based on the gender, masculine or feminine, and the number, singular or plural. And it depends, it changes based on the gender and number of the noun it modifies. Now in English it does not, which makes them easier to use. Now we can see here for each of these possessive adjectives in English, there is more than one possible possessive adjective in French. So we don't have to worry about gender. We don't have to worry about plural or singular. It's always the same. Okay, so let me read through that list of possessive adjectives. We've got my, your, his, her, its, our, your, their. Okay, once again, let's read through the list of these possessive adjectives. Have a listen to the pronunciation. My, your, his, her, its, our, your, their. Okay, now his, her, and its. These relate to third person, personal pronouns. He, his, she, her, it, its. Okay. So let's have a look at some examples. With my, this is my book. With your, this is your phone, look. With his car is parked outside. With her dress is beautiful. With its, the dog wagged its tail. With our house is on the corner. With their children are playing in the park. Okay, let's have a listen to those examples one more time. This is my book. This is your phone, look. His car is parked outside. Her dress is beautiful. The dog wagged its tail. Our house is on the corner. The children are playing in the park. Their children are playing in the park. Okay, let's continue. Let's have a look at possessive adjectives in questions. So take into account that when we use the adjectives, there is always a context before that allows the use of the adjective. Example: this is David's car. Is this his car? I love it. This is David's car. Is this his car? I love it. That is Pamela's dog. Yeah, that is her dog. That is Pamela's dog. Yeah, that is her dog. So take into account that when we use the possessive adjectives, there is always a context before that allows the use of the adjective. So possessive adjectives in questions. So have a look and listen to these questions. My. Is this my beer? Your. Is she your mother? His. Is this his car? Her. Are her parents kind? Its. Okay, Frederic. No, this is my beer. Okay, very nice. So its. Is this its collar? A dog. Our. Is our house big enough for the party? Their. Are their children in the street? Are their children in the street? Okay, so possessive adjectives in questions. Is this my beer? No. Is this your mother? Is this his car? Are her parents kind? Is this its collar? Is our house big enough for the party? Are there children in the street? Okay, so for example, is this your mother? We could say, yes, this is my mother. Or no, this is not my mother. Is this his car? Yes, this is his car. No, this isn't his car. Are her parents kind? Yes, her parents are kind. Or no, her parents aren't kind. Is this its collar? Yes, it is its collar. Or no, it isn't its collar. Is our house big enough for the party? Yes, our house is big enough for the party. Or, no, our house isn't big enough for the party. Are there children in the street? Yes, their children are in the street. Or, no, their children aren't in the street. Okay, very good. Well done, guys. Let's keep going. Let's have a look at the next part of today's lesson, which is for the possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns. So, in French, the form of the possessive pronoun changes based on the gender, masculine or feminine, and number, singular or plural, of the noun it replaces. In English, the form does not change based on these things. So, again, perhaps less complicated in English to use possessive pronouns. So, in French, the form of the possessive pronoun changes based on the gender, masculine or feminine, and number, singular or plural, of the noun it replaces. In English, the form does not change based on these things. Okay. So let's have a look at the possessive pronouns. Here we go. So I'm going to read through the list of the possessive pronouns, and you can see the difference here. So we've got mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, yours, theirs. Okay, and we have a note. The good thing about English is that you don't have to think about the genre of the nouns that are things, or places, or animals. So the good thing about English is that you don't have to think about the gender, of the nouns that are things, places, or animals. Okay, so once again with those possessive pronouns, mine, okay, yours, his, hers, its, ours, yours, theirs. Okay, well, let's continue. So we've got some examples. Possessive pronouns are normally used to avoid repetition. Possessive pronouns are normally used to avoid repetition. Let's have a look at some examples. This book is mine. The choice is yours. This is his. That pen is hers. The victory is ours. The car is theirs. Okay, one more time. Let me read through those again. This book is mine. The choice is yours. This is his. That pen is hers. The victory is ours. The car is theirs. So here are some tips for using possessive pronouns. To show possession, use possessive pronouns to indicate ownership. Examples: that is her bike. The bike is hers. That is her notebook. The notebook is hers. So that is her bike. This uses the possessive adjective. That is her bike. The bike is hers. This uses the possessive pronoun. That is her notebook. This uses the possessive adjective her. The notebook is hers. This uses the possessive pronoun. So in terms of word order, the possessive adjective comes before the possessed noun, whereas the possessive pronoun comes after the possessed noun. Okay, some more tips for using these possessives. So, to avoid repetition, replace a noun phrase with a possessive pronoun to avoid repeating the same noun. To avoid repetition, replace a noun phrase with a possessive pronoun to avoid repeating the same noun. Let's have a look at two examples. Is this John's coat? Yes, it is his. Is this Anna's coat? Yes, it is hers. Is this John's coat? Yes, it is his. Is this Anna's coat? Yes, it is hers. Okay, so here's another tip for using these possessives. To clarify ownership, use possessive pronouns to make it clear who the owner is in sentences. Example, this is my seat and that is yours. This is my seat and that is yours. Another example, this is our car and that one is theirs. This is our car and that one is theirs. Okay, so a good way to indicate ownership with possessive pronouns. Okay guys, well we are nearly at the end of our lesson today for these possessive words. We've used possessive nouns, possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. So I'm going to read through the conclusion. I'm going to read it twice. So please have a listen. Proper usage of possessives enhances clarity and precision in communication. Understanding the rules for singular, plural and irregular nouns, as well as the differences between possessive adjectives and pronouns, is crucial for mastering this aspect of English grammar. By practicing and applying the rules seen during the conference, you can effectively convey possession and relationships in both written and spoken English. Okay, one more time on our conclusion. Proper usage of possessives enhances clarity and precision in communication. Understanding the rules for singular, plural and irregular nouns, as well as the differences between possessive adjectives and pronouns, is crucial for mastering this aspect of English grammar. By practicing and applying the rules seen during the conference, you can effectively convey possession and relationships in both written and spoken English. Okay, guys, well, that is it for today. I have to say thank you very much, everyone, for joining us here today in our conference lesson. So it just remains for myself and the rest of the Cercle de Langues team to thank you for watching. I appreciate your participation today, everybody. It was some great chat participation. Very well done. I hope I will see you guys next Monday. I will be back here for another conference lesson. So I hope to see you then. So guys, once again, thanks very much. And I will see you next time. Take care, everybody.